tonight, he is the talk of the country.
Very frustrating fight to watch. It is 7:33 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, November the 23rd, 2025. Teshin Nasykawa, for those who don't know, he fought Floyd Mayweather several years ago in an organization called Rizin, R-I-Z-I-N, over in Japan. It was an exhibition, meaning that it didn't go on either of the fighters' records. Well, anyway, he got knocked out by Floyd Mayweather. It was Floyd Mayweather's second exhibition after the Conor McGregor, or his second fight after he fought Conor McGregor. Let me say this. For this guy, 27 years old, not him, that's Takuma Inoue, the brother of the monster Inoue, who's in the corner, the younger brother, by the way. For him to be a fighter who has, coming into this fight, just 2 KOs, 7-0. He was fast-tracked. It was for the vacant WBC title at 118 pounds. These are the titles that was vacated from Naoya Inoue a year ago when he became undisputed in that division. He's now undisputed at 122. So the division has been fractured. So this was his big chance, and there's a lot of money behind Teshin Nasykawa. Because a fight between him and an Inoue sometime later on in the future, after Inoue Nakatani, however that turns out at 122, would have been a gold mine. By the way, there is a pound for pound Inoue right there. My pound for pound rankings is Canelo Alvarez, Usyk, Inoue. But then again, it's hard. Like, honestly, either three of them could be pound for pound. But let's listen into the cards. Take your time out. Like the video. Subscribe.
Both scored about 116 to 112.
It was open scoring, by the way.
Scores about 117 to 111. All three in favor of the winner and the new WBC bantamweight champion of the world, Takuma.
By the way, Nasykawa has not lost a fight ever, a sanctioned fight in kickboxing or pro. This is his first loss. But what I was saying was, he fights like he's got one punch knockout power. He doesn't let his hands go. Don't get me wrong, he's got great accuracy. He doesn't have any head movement. From my understanding, that's a mixed martial arts thing. They don't have any head movement like that, for real, for real. You know, because they don't want to get kicked in the face or lean into some shit. But anyway, the point is, he's throwing one punch at a time. Now, at the very beginning of the fight, it took Takuma some time to figure out, you know, the timing of Nasykawa. But once he did, all he had to do was just outworking. And then later on in the fight, the last quarter, he just started beating him up. Because I forgot who the commentator was, but he was saying that Nasykawa was trying to throw video game punches. Like he was charging up, like he was hitting, what is it called? The modifier button, when you can like turn like a hook into a haymaker. You know what I'm talking about? For video game reference. And it's like, dude, that shit's not working. So you can argue and say, okay, well, the reason why he wasn't getting the knockouts is because he was, you know, fighting higher level competition because he was fast tracked. But no, literally, the power is just not there. I mean, he was cracking Takuma, and this is not the first fight I've seen of his. I wonder if he's going to give an interview. I don't think he's going to give an interview. I don't even know if we have a translator. By the way, this is Top Rank on Tubi, is where this fight was broadcast, on the Tubi app. Yes, the free app. They've been having cards on here, Top Rank, as they have no, how can I say, primary consistent TV deal. They have no network TV deal. Nothing on cable, nothing on mainstream TV, nowhere. They've been keeping their fighters busy, though. You can say that. They've been getting broadcast, whether it's on Facebook. That's where Naoya fought. But anyway, let's talk about the division. It's looking like we're not going to get a post-fight interview, and it's probably not going to be translated because basically this is just a feed from over in Japan with top-ranked commentators, top-ranked hired some commentators who are not in Japan watching this from some feed somewhere. So it's all their broadcast. So, Teshin is out of there. New WBC champion at 118 pounds. A division that's wide open. You have Nonito Donaire still kicking about. Takuma Inoue versus Donaire. That's still a thing that can happen. I still don't know how I feel about old man Donaire or not, especially at 118. Even though, don't get me wrong, he will knock your ass out. Like, he still got that power. But let's listen and see if we get a translation here. Let's see if I can use the translator on my phone.
そうですね。本当に率直な気持ちとしては、もう天心選手相手だからこそ自分もここまで
Translate this.
ここまで仕上げてこれたんで、本当に天心選手強かったし、本当にありがとうございました。
No, Gemini. I'm trying to find a translator on my phone.
どんな日を過ごしてきて、そして今日どんな思いで戦ったか教えてください。
そうですね。自分は天心選手がキャリアが浅いからといって舐めずに本当に強敵だと思ってここまで追い込んでこれたし、もう1ラウンド目始まってもう本当に強いなっていうのをやっぱり肌で感じたんで、もうここまで本当に追い込んでこの結果を出したことに本当に感謝してますし、大橋会長をはじめお父さんが最後まで自分のことを追い込んでくれたので、勝つことができ、ファンの皆様には本当にこの結果で恩返しできたと思ってます。ありがとうございました。
今お話にもありました。1年前負けを知って、そしてお父さん新
Oh man, I missed it.
そしてチームの皆さんと今日に向かってきました。改めてこの日々というのは拓磨さんにとってどんな日々でしたか？
そうですね。やっぱり負けられない戦いっていうのもありましたけど、なんせ一番は相手が天心選手だから。
Hold on, I'm trying
自
to.
分はもう本当にここまで死ぬ気でやってこれたと思ってます。
今ご家族もリング上にいます。実慎吾さんへメッセージかけるとしたら今どんな言葉をかけたいですか？
いや本当に自分が今日で負けてからもうお父さんも諦めないで自分をここまで追い込んでくれて
I think I got it.
自分もここまで結果を残せたことにもう本当にちょっとでも恩返しできたかなっていうのは思ってます。
拓磨さん、今日の試合率直に聞きます。勝てた要因は何だったんですか？
So it says here.
勝てた要因としてはもう練習を
So he said, your family is also in the ring right now. If you were to send a message, what kind of words would you want to say right now? And he says, no, really, ever since I lost last year and my dad, he never gave up, pushing me this far and pushing me forward. I really feel like I was able to repay him even a little for achieving the results here. Oh my gosh, this AI is something else. How about that? How about that?
ここまで来たんで、もう今は本当に素直に嬉しいです。もうそれだけです。
Son of a bitch.
さあ、今日の試合、本当にすごい歓声でした。ファンの皆さんへ最後一言お願いします。
そうですね。ここまでやっぱり盛り上がる試合ができたっていうのもやっぱり天心選手のおかげでもありますし、その自分が勝つって信じてくれたファンの皆様、本当にありがとうございました。
おめでとうございます。新チャンピオン井上拓磨選手です。おめでとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
Okay, so that is the end. So let's see what this says. Let's see what this says here. Man, this is fascinating. This is the first time I used this. So the announcer was saying, today's fight was incredibly well made. And he says, could you please say one last word to all the fans? And he says, that's right. The fact we were able to have such an exciting match is thanks to Tanjin, whoever that is. And thank you so much to all my fans who believed in me and that I would win. Wow, that is pretty cool. How about that, man? AI. here was the card. By the way, Raees Salim is now the mandatory for Inoue. I believe he's the IBF mandatory, if I'm correct. I'm going to check real quick. Let's go look at the rankings. Okay, so where we at rankings? Here is the belt that he captured, the WBC title. Christian Medina is the WBO champion. Juan Francisco Estrada still floating around. Here is Medina right here. I did not watch this fight. Here's the card that it was on. I probably did watch the fight. I probably just don't remember because it was on the Inoue Akhmadaliev card. I probably did watch this, but I don't remember. Nonito Donaire is going to be taking on Satsumi. Where's he at? Is he even ranked on here somewhere? And the IBF, I don't know what the hell is going on. So as I said, the division is fractured, and this is a chance for Takuma. And if I'm being very honest, I can't really give an accurate assessment of Christian Medina because even though he's not undefeated, you still can't count a fighter out like that. So I'm a little bit behind with the 118-pound division, especially after Inoue moved up in weight when all the belts got fractured. But as far as Raees Salim is concerned, as you can see, all the number one for every sanctioning bodies, Gento Nakatani is ranked at the top. So they want to make that fight next year. Both of those guys are going to be fighting on the card next month together. Inoue and Nakatani going to be covering that card. And hold on one minute.